Okay, we're here to run you through the tuning of the foil sail. For the foil sail, we're really looking at 4 aspects of tuning. We have downhole, outhole, batten tension, and sleeve batten tension. There's a separate segment for each of them. We're going to start with the downhole. For the downhole tension, we want to have a really nice even leach. So when you put the sail upright and it opens in a little bit of breeze, the leach should be connected from above the boom all the way to the top. If you have too much downhole, the head's probably going to drop off and be too open and might cause the head to flap a little bit while you're sailing on the water. So we want to make sure the head is just connected to the mid-leach, but we do have a nice smooth opening of the entire leach. It's going to give you the best performance, best stability, and best handling of the sail. So after the downhole, we're going to look at the outhole setting. I highly recommend that you use a boom with an adjustable outhole, just like we have here. It allows you to adjust the settings to suit your needs as well as the conditions. If the wind decreases, you're able to adjust the outhole on the fly by releasing some outhole and getting the sail to be a little bit fuller. If the wind increases, increase the tension, flatten the sail out, and lose some power. Also, you can trim the sail to fit the power that comes from your foil by simply adjusting a little bit less tension, more power, more tension, less power. So that's that for the outhole. After the outhole, we have the batten tension. One thing that we can really play with on these sails is batten tension. As this is a sail that's supposed to perform really well on the foil, we have a slightly open mid-leach. So we really want to keep the tension on the battens, the 2 battens above the boom, let's say at a medium to minimum setting. So we just want to clear out any of the wrinkles that are in the sail, but putting too much tension on those battens will actually close the leach and may affect the performance negatively. On the bottom 2 battens, however, we want to induce as much profile as we can to get the power and the stability from the sail. So on these 2 battens, we can have, let's say, medium to maximum tension. Then on the top 3 battens, we can really play with the tension to try to get the settings that we need. Sometimes on the foil sails, you see that there's a little bit of flapping of the leach. This could be due to either over downhole, but it could also be that you don't have enough tension on the top 2 or possibly 3rd batten. So if you have some flapping, which on the 3DI material actually isn't that bad for the sail, but it's just not ideal for the performance, we can add just a little bit of tension. With batten tension, go 2 or 3 turns on the screw at once and try it and adjust as you need. So by always counting the turns that you're putting on the batten, you can also reduce it back to the original setting in case the performance decreased. So really try to be gentle on the batten tension, but definitely on the top 2 battens, put a little bit of tension to control the head. The middle battens, medium to little tension, just cleaning out the wrinkles for opening the mid-leach. And the bottom 2 battens, maximum tension to induce profile and have the best stability you can get. On these sails with the air cam, we have quite a unique system with the splitters right at the back edge of the sleeve. So these splitters actually bring the batten from a single batten to a double batten. And the plastic piece that's right here allows you to put tension separately on the front, while you can put the tension for the back at the leach. So we get a key with every sail to be able to adjust the tension on the sleeve battens. Before adjusting the tension on the sleeve battens, I highly recommend removing the pressure from your air cam completely, and then adjusting the tension, either increasing by tightening or decreasing the tension by loosening. The air cam is putting quite a bit of compression into these sleeve battens, so releasing the pressure from the air cam will ensure that you don't damage anything in the tensioning process. For the sleeve battens, I highly recommend a medium pressure on this batten, so pretty much just taking out the wrinkles and then maybe like half a turn more. Below the boom, we can go a little bit more pressure because we want to have a little bit more profile. Still, I wouldn't put too much. These sails are molded sails, so their shape is really natural in the sail, so you don't need to put that much tension to get the profile in the sail. And then for the bottom batten, as we're fighting the downhole tension a little bit, you can add a little bit more pressure. We remove the little EVA piece that's covering the splitter that helps you protect your board. Then we tension it and always put the cover back on so your board doesn't get damaged by the plastic part. One thing that's really important on these sleeve tensioners, there's a sleeve batten on both sides of the sail. So if you tension one side, you should also tension the other side to about the same tension. So that's just a note. Tensioning one side requires you to equalize the tension on the other side. That's it for your tuning guide.